Hello, and welcome to Liquid Limbs pitch presentation. I am so excited to share with you about my new company, Liquid Limbs. I am James Calcagni. I'm a senior mechanical engineering student at Temple University and an entrepreneur. I'm going to give you a little bit of background about myself. When I was 8 years old, I was actually diagnosed with Lyme disease, an autoimmune disorder, which for me presented as a chronic condition that caused a lot of problems in my life. Growing up, I dealt with a lot of debilitating pain, chronic fatigue, and extreme illness that at times really limited my functionality and mobility. Since coming to Temple, though, and becoming a mechanical engineer, I found that in my good health, I'm able to help people with disabilities by creating physical devices that can restore function. And this is something that I happen to be very good at and also have become very passionate about. Most recently is my senior design project, which I worked on with 3 other very smart engineering partners when we set out to tackle the problem that most normal walking prostheses are not waterproof. Actually, they have a lot of metal componentry that will rust, or robotic parts that just can't go anywhere near the water. And to get a better understanding of the problem, I actually headed over to Instagram, where I looked up #amputee and messaged lots of people who have lived experiences with limb loss, which led to interviews with those people where I learned how not having access to waterproof prostheses affects them in their daily lives. What I found was that I was really able to empathize with this community and especially the problems they faced, which I became very dedicated to solving. For example, nearly everyone that I interviewed informed me that in the wet, soapy, and slippery conditions of the shower, standing on one leg is very difficult. Falls do happen, and this can really cause bodily damage, especially if one is to fall directly on their residual limb, which can result in the need for a higher degree of surgery. Because of this, people come up with all different kinds of interesting ways to wash their residual limb, but these are often uncomfortable and not what people want to do. Not washing the limb, though, is not an option because people who wear prostheses also wear a silicone liner on this part of the body all day, which builds up sweat and dirt. And it's really important for them to be able to keep this part of the body clean in the shower. Some people do choose to use a shower chair, but this is not always a realistic option, especially when traveling. And when people go to a hotel or locker room, they're usually out of luck. Further, these shower chairs don't help with getting in or out of the shower, and most falls do happen when getting out of the shower. So, with all this information gathered from our interviews, my engineering team began to study all the concepts we would need to understand to design a prosthesis. That included researching everything from gait mechanics to friction forces to center of mass, how all of these things differ for people with limb loss, and how a device could actually be fabricated and manufactured. We then commenced a multi-phased iterative design approach using 3D modeling and rapid prototyping techniques. You can see some of our wildly different early concept sketches on the left and some of our prototypes on the right. These all contributed step by step to coming up with a successful design. We also talked to expert prosthetists at Medis Bionics, as well as healthcare professionals who gave us their guidance and expertise as we finalized the design. We also checked in with people who had amputations at every stage of this process to ensure we created a product that they would actually want to use. And this is what we came up with. It's called the shower leg. It's a functional device that's easy to use for standing, walking, and showering. The shower leg is extremely simple to put on and actually only takes about 2 seconds to don the device. This is ideal for taking quick trips to the bathroom late at night. And it's also ideal for showering because it features this open socket, which allows people to wash their residual limb in the shower. The device is also height adjustable, meaning anyone with this type of amputation can use it. And it's uniquely compactable. As you can see here, you can take all of these pieces apart and put it into a small gym or travel bag. This is something that's extremely important so that people can take it with them when they go on trips. As you can see, the device is simple, but it's practical. For people who normally require a prosthetic device to walk around all day, this device allows mobility during those times when you're not able to use it, such as in the shower. It's lightweight and it just makes sense. The device has undergone significant testing and it's patent pending. We're working really hard to make it available to the public and hope to have the design available soon. This is something that I really believe will help a lot of people. At Liquid Limbs, we believe that mobility is only limited by your access to technology. And we're dedicated to making this shower leg available to people with limb loss and also to making more devices that will help even more people with disabilities to lead more comfortable, accessible, and independent lives. This is my senior design partner and also my co-founder, Amoya, and she is an absolutely brilliant engineer who's been helping me to build this since the start. And I'm James. I'm very thankful for you watching this pitch for Liquid Limbs. Please do connect with me on LinkedIn and don't be afraid to send me a message. I would love to hear your thoughts and your feedback. Thank you so much.